excellence. I'll be the most epic, enthralling, enticing, awe-inspiring piece about toothpaste. Yeah, I said it. Toothpaste. Crest to be exact, helps my teeth look all clean. And I would state how the toothbrush constantly squeezing me into its bristles was a symbolization of the struggle of those oppressed by the man. And it'll be meaningful to somebody. Yeah. As the ink will pour from its container, I will begin to weave individuality into my metaphors and similes. And as letters would turn to words and then to lines, I would evolve, grow, gain, and create meaning and definitions of otherwise indefinable situations, making my stanzas bleed so much with personality that any poet who dare try to spit me would instantly have to transform into a Greek god of poetry. Or at least that's God's titan of literature, and rain down armies of Trojan and Spartan writers and unleash upon the world a coalition of free thinkers ready to do battle with the ignorance of our realm and manifest to our people a new order. My generation's own Rosetta Stone, for my words would be the first of many to come that would break the barrier of language and culture and bring together the masses at the mere utterance of one of my quatrains. I would be like mom's favorite song. That every time someone uttered me, she and all her friends would jump up in a frenzy and lip sync my lines. They reminded them of the good times they had when they were kids. If I were home, poetry would need a new definition, as I would aim to break the perception of what people thought poetry was and should be, demolishing that vision of black sweaters, kangos, bongo drums, and coffee shops. Or maybe not coffee shops. maybe not coffee shops. Just this one. Matter of fact, I would be the perception of what it should be, and then I would exist only in the mind of those who would truly understand, like an underlying code transmitting from ink pen to ink pen, becoming a single life force that conjoins us all, putting a twist on Newton's law by adding that poetry, much like energy, never dies, but continues to expand on and simply transfers from one poetic thought to the next. And I would live on for an eternity as the never-ending free person. Then years later, in Shatter 101, people would study me and write papers on how and why I exist for school credit, signifying they have credible knowledge on what exactly my meaning for every line was. If I were a poem, I changed the world around me as I seductively seduced the listeners into memorizing the feeling they had when my first punchline tickled their eardrum and made them want the reciter to rewind me like 4 times, like made the reciter want to rewind me like 4 times, like 4 times, like 4 times, till their mind had an orgasm and their intellect curled like toes. Even the pros would whisper to themselves, "Damn, I wish I thought of that." And would snap them out. And would snap them out wordplay as I continue to punt oxymorons into their neurons and let loose in the back of their eyes. I would till the earth with my schemes and grow trees and leaves so they could wave to the sun and ask if he's heard of me, and then proceed to use the wind to sing me to him, and the seas and the birds will call my verses, and the storms would clap in my raps, and the universe would expand and extend itself to fully articulate my meaning as if I was life waiting to be fulfilled. Son, if I were poetry, if I were a poem, I'd simply sit still and wait for my eventual creation.